serious? Hold on, cut this music. Are you serious, 21? Yo, 21, are you for real, bruh? Is this how we moving? Man, 21 Savage, I thought you were better than this. I thought you were better than this, man. What is you doing, bro? You man, a damn fool. What's wrong with this dude? Look at him. Hold on, give me a sec. Man, come on, bro. What is we doing? He needs to go to bed? Oh, my goodness. What is this boy doing, bro? 21, what is we... 21, what the hell are you doing? Man, what the hell is you doing? Hey! Man, what kind of fast food bullshit is this, bro? Oh, my timing is awful. Listen, when I start the stream, I'm moving things around. I'm getting water. I'm doing things before I sit down. Cause anytime I start this stream, I'm standing up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, so I usually when I start the stream, I'm preparing. I'm getting ready. As you can see, I'm still moving things. My ADHD is just ridiculous. Like, oh my God, this guy's ridiculous, bro. What is we doing? We fast food like McDonald's, huh? Man said burger. The hell you want to make a 5-star burger for these bitches? Like, nah, bruh. Give that man a McChicken or a junior chicken. You hear me? Yo, listen, is that Miss New Nation, Miss 600 plus subscribers? Okay. The Empress of the Villain Society. Is that who that is I see in the chat? Because maybe my eyes are just not working today. Let me just look again. Oh, that is her. What's good? Okay, what's good? Come on, Miss 600 subscribers. She got a huge boost in her subs. Miss New Nation. Okay. New beginnings. Top about it. Stand up. Like, oh, I love it. Hey, listen. All the little channels out there. We got what? Miss Nunu. We got Chico, Vibrant. Okay, everybody growing. Oh, Nixis. Everybody growing. Everybody growing at the end of December. And let me tell you something. I love to see it. You hear me? Miss, I'm about to hit 1K Nunu. Top about it, J-Tom. Come on, everybody moving. Everybody growing. And we love to see it, man. We love to see it. Holy. Hey, what a day today. Listen, from when I woke up, I had to go to work. Yo, this Christmas season is crazy, bruh. Holy. What's good, man? Just a regular person, so happy everyone else. Yo, no, listen, don't. Miss Nunu, don't come around here trying to act like me. That's what I say. That's my line. Yo, I'm just a guy. I'm just a regular dude. Like, oh my goodness. Everybody growing. All the other channels out there, we got Slay. Okay? We got J Tom, King Hammer. Don't forget about them either. We growing out here. Everybody growing. Everybody flourishing. Okay? Everybody out here flourishing. And like I said, I'm a do what I can to be in y'all chat. I can't be there all the time. I can't make it for every video. I'm sorry. The same way how I'm going around watching everybody else's video, I got to do my own research. Okay? But anytime I do stop by, I'm either leaving a like, at least. But sometimes if I got like, you know, if I'm relaxing, I'm kick up and I'm just like, yo, J-Tom drop another video? Yo, let me comment real quick. Like, I'll comment, you know, when I'm relaxed, I'll have a comment here and there. But a lot of times when I'm watching everybody's videos, my hands are busy. Whether if I'm cooking, cleaning, editing, just like anytime I'm watching some of these videos, my hands are busy. Always. So don't get it twisted. I'm doing what I can, but I gotta do my own research. I gotta continue to do what I do. Don't forget that. All right, but I'm shadow mobbing everywhere I go. I want to make that clear. Okay? Is that Connor? What's good, Connor? How you feeling, bro? I'm good, man. How you feeling? Not Tiny coming in like, it's the baby. That's crazy, bro. Yo, okay, let's relax on Felix, huh? Felix is wild. I'm sorry. I just had to bring up this photo right here because I feel like, and mind you, y'all, keep in mind, this ain't AI. This is not AI. It's from Drake and Future song Life is Good. If y'all remember the first half of the song when they were in the restaurant, okay? Not at the Apple store with Lil Yachty, when they were at the restaurant, and 21 was at the cash register. I'm like, you can count? Last time I checked, you thought 9 plus 10 is 21. This is for entertainment purposes. Okay? Anyway, but yeah. Man, 21, what is we doing, bro? 21, what is we doing? 21, what is we doing? So, let's go ahead and lock in, get started. I got my first video. We got one by EQ. So I feel like this is necessary to watch. This was like the first one. This was like the first dude to drop. Is that V Baby and Slay? Tickle that like button is insane. You can do it. Like oh man, when I'm tired, I'm silly. I can't help it. Let's be friends. Hear that. Just stop by to say, oh, you're off the bed. Oh, listen, Slay. Go on your bed. You hear me? Don't make me act like a father there. Go on your bed. Understand? Get good night rest. You see it? Yeah. Sleep well. Like, is that Josh? What's good, Josh, bro? How you doing? Yo, listen. Over here at the Flexion Mind Network, y'all gotta remember, I am Caribbean, specifically Jamaican. I'm gonna do what I need to do to be a real bad man. You see it? Okay. Real yardie. You see it? Oh my Jesus. All right, let me stop. Let's lock in. I don't want to be here too long because it's late. Okay, I don't usually do this, but I finished work and I said I gotta do something. So that's why I'm here on the live, all right? Oh my Jesus. Anyway. Hope everyone's having a good evening, a great evening. All right. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Look at it. Look at all y'all. Look at everybody together being great. Look at you guys. Ain't it wonderful? Yo, J Tom, tell him, bro. Tell him again. Anyway, look. What time is it right now? It is 9:30. It is 9:30 p.m. I do not want to be on this live for too long. I think the maximum amount of time that I'm going to spend on this live is 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then we're out. So I got a couple videos to watch. Nunu, I have not forgotten. I still wrote down the theory. It's on my little piece of paper. Okay, as you can see, I circled it with a marker. Okay, it's right there in the middle. You see all this paper right here? I made sure to write it in the middle. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay, I don't really have a video for that, but I feel like I had the idea in my head when you said it. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that probably after 2 videos or 1 video. We'll see. I just want to go ahead and get started with this right here. So let's lock in. Y'all know how I do this, right? Let me hit this record button. Oh, man. Listen. It's times like this I get stressed. And I got to grab an Arizona. Okay, this ain't no sponsor. But I was at the convenience store today and I said, yeah, today the day. Don't taste like Phoenix though, like. So as you can see, we got EQ in front of us. We're gonna be talking about this little situation that we got here. Apparently, the numbers might be false. Somebody might have hit the bot button. Okay. Somebody might have hit the enter button, and then all them bots started to creep in, as if these are real numbers. Somebody is up to no good. Somebody's lying. I see somebody lying. Like, somebody is up to no good. So let's go ahead and lock in. Get started. Y'all know who we do this, right? Let's make it happen. What's good, neighbor? All right. Let's go. You. I'm talking about you. Right here. In the small box. Right here in the small box. I can just imagine, like, watching this on a phone. And then, like, I'm literally up in the corner, like, right here in your phone, and I'm trying to wave in your face. I can just imagine that, right? Welcome back to the Flexion Mind Network. How y'all feeling today? Happy late Sunday. You know, hope everyone's having a great day. You know, did y'all go to church? Huh? Did you go praise the Lord? Okay, I went to work, so I couldn't really go. But, you know, I'm here. Anyway. So, EQ, somebody's botting, and it's 21. This is the worst time to do it. Let me just cut to this shit. This is the worst time to do it, bro. You trying to start a movement. First of all, let me tell you something about movements in hip-hop. Depending on who's starting the movement is going to determine if the movement's going to work or not. I hate to break it to you, 21. Your album flopped, and you use bots, so who knows what the real number is. But all I know for a fact that it's lower than what it was. Jesus God. Oh my God. That number really might be lower? You hate to see it, but you did it to yourself. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you Get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. Let's go ahead and lock in, bro. What's good, Cousin B? How you feeling? I see you, bro. What's the word? We vibing. All right, we vibing. Let's go.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Drake and 21 Savage being accused of botting their new collab. Mystery Recoup, along with the rest of the album, with 21's new project having an unusual jump in streams. And these type of allegations obviously aren't unfamiliar or new to Drake, with people levying these type of accusations against him for quite some time now. What Happened to the Streets was estimated to sell a bit over 50K, but saw a justifiably questionable surge in sales, with it jumping to the estimated total of 110,000 copies sold. The day after.
So let me get this right. We already had so let me hold on. We already had the number, but then it just magically doubled. Bro, why? Why? Bro, for y'all to be at the top, or to be considered at the top, for you to be doing this? Oh no, y'all don't deserve it, man. Y'all don't deserve it. You talking about EQ, Slay? Lord, this video, bro. This video, man.
We actually got the first estimate, something that obviously raised a lot of red flags. It's alleged the new influx of sales wasn't from his official store either, but another site that honestly looks a bit sketchy. The site is actually called even.biz, but 21 promoted the link in a story, and that seemed to double the sales. But I'm definitely smelling shenanigans. This is indeed very, very odd. An enterprise could have easily swiped a ton of transactions to make those sales. 50K in sales would have been a massive drop from his last outing, which if I'm not mistaken was around 140K, so a massive drop. And this industry is all about optics, even if they have to fake the funk. So I wouldn't put it past any major artist, honestly any artist, to try to save face and artificially boost what is deemed to be a flop. And I also like to analyze how the public receives.
But why boost the song knowing that the song is garbage? I grew to like 21's cadence over the years, but let me tell you something about it. It took a long time to like it, man. And I know for me personally, my ears are open. Like I accept a lot of kinds of music. Okay, when it comes to me, I like all kinds of different music. I have a plethora of genres that I constantly listen to over and over because I have an appreciation for sound. I understand that certain sounds are for certain individuals, certain sounds are for certain niches. But all I gotta say when it comes to that is just I like to keep my ears open because I never know what can just like click in my brain and I can say like, oh, this song is tough. So over the years, like I come to like some 21 songs. But let me tell you something about your cadence, bro. Let me tell you something about the way you rap. It's not going to work. I ain't going to hold you with all the rap that we've been getting to hear you do that. And then to hear Aubrey hop on the beat and do that. Nah. We can't be doing that right now. Because y'all literally sound slow. I'm sorry. Like y'all literally, like when I say literally, just like y'all just like y'all rapping like you just like we know like everybody we rap on the beat, right? So you have the 4 count. It's like you're doing a 4 count and then you skipping a whole count just to do another count. Like yo, y'all rapping in gaps. What is you doing?
Receives projects, and the impact I've seen doesn't quite match
What's
the
good,
sales.
Judy?
But definitely let me know if you guys think these botting accusations could be valid. So enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into these posts where we have Drake and 21 Savage being accused of botting their new collab, Mystery Recoup, along with the rest of 21's album entitled What Happened to the Streets. And he already said, fuck the streets, which is hilarious. And a lot of people have definitely connected those comments to the album. I can see why people are thinking this smells fishy, though. Absolutely. All right, so Kirko actually reported on it. Let's read the caption. 21 Savage's What Happened to the Streets saw a major boost in sales driven by a sudden surge in direct-to-consumer digital downloads. His projected first week totals jumped from around 53K to roughly 110,000 within 2 days, though some of those sales ultimately were not reported. However, his official store doesn't sell digital copies at all, even though those downloads account for a significant share of the reported sales. It seems like it's over half the sales now at this point, and the only apparent source for the sudden jump in sales is a separate platform, even.biz. And that sounds like a website made over in India, guys, which he briefly promoted via an.
All right, so I want to say India right now because the block is kind of hot for them. So it could be in Nigeria. You know, this could be a startup company in Nigeria or Europe. We don't have to say India, but we do understand where this is going, right? We do get where this is going. I'm just throwing it out there for everybody. Like, we get it. Like, this don't look right because you can't just have a sudden surge. That's not how that work. That's not how like units sold work. Like, did y'all buy your own units or is this BS?
Instagram story, and posting it once should not equate to like 60K in sales.
Hey, Miss Nunu, Mama Villain. Let me tell you something. You got work to do. Okay, you got work to do. Understand? So listen. Thank you for stopping by. Do your thing. Okay? We'll chat. Don't worry. Enjoy your life, huh?
This is the actual story right here. Just literally the link. And over here we have the sales. Obviously a massive, massive jump. I know a lot of people probably went to tune in to see how bad it was because it was getting memed all over the internet. As a person that's been signed himself in the industry for like the last 5 years now, I got like 2 more years left on my deal. Botting is rampant, guys, in the industry. And like I said earlier, it's all about optics. It's all about appearances, even if they are burning cash to make it look like they're more successful than they actually are. Let's look at some of these comments because I know they're going to be egregious. Whooping Feet. Big shout out to Whooping Feet, big friend of the channel. Caught red-handed again.
Oh my
and it
God.
absolutely looks that way. And
Nah, we got to do this.
Comments because I know they're going to be egregious.
Oh, Lord.
Whooping Feet. Big shout out to Whooping Feet, big friend of the channel. Caught red-handed again. And it absolutely
This
looks
right
that
here
way.
is
And
wicked
obviously
work.
Drake is going to be waiting for that new change in Billboard to take effect to drop Iceman. So it has been delayed, even though they have been retooling it for.
And let me tell you something. Whoever did this right here, give that boy a raise. Give that boy a raise. Give him followers. Give him, literally give him likes, follows. Like, you deserve it. I know this ain't easy. I don't know how to do this. Okay, this is a different side of technology I don't know about. So, I can't do it. But this, oh, nah, bro.
And it absolutely looks that way. And obviously Drake is going to be waiting for that new change in Billboard to take effect to drop Iceman. So it has been delayed, even though they have been retooling it for quite some time now because none of the records they've been dropping have been hitting. Even if Drake stans do want to keep claiming that they are, and this is all part of his plan. And I truly don't think you can argue.
Hey, that iRobot hitting that John, ain't he? He hitting that. He hit. Hey.
That people haven't been turned off from this project just with the way Drake has been handling this rollout, even though they want to claim that this isn't a rollout. Tupac's Ring, another friend of the channel, and streaming farms are going to be doing massive numbers, artificially boosting an album.
Yo, say swear to God. Yo, say swear to God. Yo. How you say your name? How you say it? I don't want to say your name wrong. Is it Saya? Say swear to God that he's walking back his F the Streets movement. I'm guessing too many street dudes were DMing him talking about, bro, you want some bullshit. You got to know how these dudes think, and I promise you it's not hard. It's easy. No disrespect, but I'm sorry. When y'all live by one thing, it's going to eventually get to a point where we're going to learn about it, then look at you like, wait, so that's it? This is me, though.
Isn't a new phenomenon, and honestly it happened before streaming was even a thing, with record companies back in the day actually allotting a part of the budget to be used for first week physical sales, which they would actually go and double dip and resell them when people needed to restock. And for those that don't know, it was actually something that kind of fucked up a lot of artists back in the day, because once they made
Connor, let me tell you something about 21 Savage. For him to be where he was raised, not the UK, but here, I'm not here, but you know, for you to let 6ix9ine roast you on the internet like that, and you're not gonna do anything? I'm sorry, you making 6ix9ine look good, and that's crazy, cause that's the last thing I would ever say about him. That's another dude I'm not a fan of at all.
That first batch of CDs, even if they sold through all of them, a lot of these companies wouldn't actually manufacture more after the fact. Joe Budden actually spoke about that. His first project, they knew how many sales he was going to do because they only manufactured so much, and there was obviously a ceiling put to it. Plus, having his breakout song be featured on a soundtrack obviously didn't help either. Again, these botting accusations aren't really foreign territory for Drake, and it probably wouldn't take too much convincing after the first week sales estimates for 21 Savage to go and say, hey man, give me the plug. Where was his post when GNX magically went from 285 to 318? And while I see the point you're trying to make, the fact is GNX actually had social impact. We could see it in real time that the public loved the record. So this...
See, fools like this bother my spirit. Fools like this bother my spirit. Let me tell you that right now. People are not understanding there's a difference between Kendrick Lamar and the rest of these niggas. I don't care about 21, but he did give his album some sort of rollout, as if he still got some name out there. Your name is not hot right now. Your name is cold like ice. That's crazy. Anyway, my point is Kendrick Lamar just dropped the album. So the only thing that could work, or the only thing that the units can do, is go up. And when you have an album like GNX run around the world 3 times, where it was literally word of mouth. Like, that's another thing people are not realizing. Like, yo, word of mouth is the reason why GNX got the sales it's got in the first week. Never forget that. Never forget that. There was no promo, no advertisement, no interview, no podcast link up, nothing. It just appeared one day. That's it. Never forget when Joe Budden and them were mid-recording and Kendrick Lamar dropped their project when they were recording, and they had a moment listening to some of the songs on the podcast, using the podcast platform to help promote his album. Never forget that moment. Don't ever forget that. Okay? I remember that vividly because that was funny. Hearing that GNX snippet, oh jeez. I'm not even gonna go into it. Y'all know. Listen, y'all know me. Y'all know how I'm gonna get with bodies. We don't need to go right there right now. So let me just calm down, all right? But there's a strategy in what Kendrick did. So if you're gonna talk about, oh, there was such a big jump, no, okay, let's stop. Be smart. People are hearing about it. Kendrick drop, but it's like around the whole world. Sorry, everybody finding out Kendrick drop, and then seeing how the whole world responded after every stadium tour. Y'all still talking? Yo, go to bed, go to sleep. You're tired. Go to sleep. It's been a long day for you. It's been a long day. Go to bed. Stupid.
Jump is believable. Again, anything is possible. Like I said before, guys, I've been in the industry for quite some time. Even if you think you're not using them, at the end of the day, this is the music business, and these companies aren't going to leave anything up for chance. GNX and Clips.
Let me tell you something. Jake Paul's jaw, that has to be a separate live. Okay? To talk about his jawline, that's got to be a separate live.
Did the same shit and nowhere near the amount of reporting. And Rayo definitely is one of the more vocal OVOites out there, but yeah, man, at the end of the day, those records, again, they had more social impact. The only talk we've been getting about this 21 Savage project is how bad that Drake collaboration is. Thug's bot plug, and I'm pretty sure that's why he said, yeah, let's squash this beef. But when Kendrick bought it, it was cool, get off 21 dick. And while I'm not surprised that botting is a thing for most of these major artists, Kendrick Lamar is literally coming off the most successful rap tour of all time. So you can't say that people weren't consuming the dude's music. Wrote 2 whole paragraphs just to say it was botted like we didn't know. And like I said earlier, it's not a shock to understand why.
Hey, Tiny, take care of yourself. Have a great night, all right? Sleep well. You know the spiel. Have a great night.
people would think this was botted, with this jump in sales seemingly coming out of nowhere. Over here we have the Rapaholics post, which is captioned Drake and 21 Savage using the bots. This was Tuesday's chart the day after they announced 21 Savage would only sell 50K first week. Notice that every other song on this chart was down that day, but somehow Drake and 21 Savage song shot up massively. The day after it was announced that 21 Savage would only sell 50K first week. Now in just 3 days, his album went from expected to sell 50K to now 90K. Make that make sense? Drake called his bot plug for Savage. He could have also asked Young Thug for the person that he used, allegedly. Wow. Let's actually look at some of these. Obviously, all the Christmas records. And this is definitely the song with the most steam on this album.
See. Oh, my God. Yo, listen, let me tell you something about Christmas. Let me tell you guys something about Christmas and the month of December, specifically in the music industry. The month of December is dedicated to Christmas and holiday songs. A lot of people, I know we're not all tapped in with all kinds of artists out there, but there are a lot of people out there that are dropping songs around this time specifically for the holiday season, regardless if it's about a specific date like Christmas or something for the snowy season, the snowy weather, because taking that and applying that to your music to create a vibe, to create a mood of staying inside, artists remember that part. But in the Christmas season, Christmas songs are flying. Take what I said about the 21 Savage album. Take what I said about Mr. Recoup or whatever that song name is. Anyway, take what I said about that. It sounds slow, weak cadence. And that's not something to turn up to. And then apply it to the month of December where everything is about Christmas, about snow, about the holiday season. And then we got this song applied here. Why is it moving? It's not supposed to be moving. And watch this now. Watch this now to even solidify my point. Pooh Shiesty's First Day Out track blew up. It did what it needed to do. That song is far better than that Recoup song. Why is the Recoup song flying right now? Explain that part to me, please. It's not supposed to be flying, period. It's not a good song. And I'm not here to disrespect. I'm not here to bash on nobody, because I know a lot of people like to say, oh, why are you bashing? Y'all brains are slow. The song is terrible. The song is terrible. You ran to Aubrey to get a feature, and the feature was like, bro, what is this? Jesus God.
So it's not surprising that it's up here, but it's that massive jump. Again, the biggest conversation surrounding this record was how mid it was. So when you only have that, I'm not surprised that the shelf life of this record is extremely short. Look at some of these comments. Every other song in your screenshot is an old holiday record. The 21 and Drake joint is the only new song. I'm not saying they didn't artificially boost this record, but this particular sample doesn't prove much. And you forget, it's obviously Christmas time. These records do massive numbers during Christmas time. It's the reason why Mariah Carey has like the #1 record every December for like the last 20-something years. Y'all wish I could make some bot allegations stick so bad, too bad, loser ass nigga. And you are a high priestess of the OVOI, so I'm definitely going to take her takes with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, Drake has had these allegations follow him for quite some time. I'm pretty sure 21 and his record label did not want to see this album flop, especially if they could do something to change that. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think there's any foul play going on behind the scenes, any shenanigans, with obviously botting being the biggest scenario for why this record jumped so high? Again, it's really weird that they went and chose some like weird sketchy website to sell the album. And given that that's the fact, it's definitely going to raise a lot of red flags. But definitely let me know what you guys think about all this. Again, do you guys think this is being botted? Because I'd definitely be interested in hearing your take. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does channel wonders. I really want to thank you guys so much for continuing to make this channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me, and all the love and support that you guys continue to show this channel on a daily is honestly overwhelming. Probably the biggest reason why I make these videos. So I definitely want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all of it. I do want to send out a very big shout out to all those that have been joining YouTube membership.
Hey, bro. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to all the subscribers for sure. In my brain, I'm just thinking about what next year is going to look like for music. I don't know what it's going to look like for sure because the industry is still shifting around. You can see it in the news when you pay attention to the companies, who's buying who's takeovering who. That kind of news matters because there's something big going on behind the scenes and there's going to be a great change. I already talked about it. There is something that is made that is going to get streaming out of here and major labels out of here, allegedly. But we can't have songs like this in the future. Whatever this song is called, Mr. Recoup, whatever, I don't know. I heard a couple minutes of the song because I heard it off of one of my friends. I said, so that's what you like to listen to? Your brain is already turned off because you're choosing to listen to this. But me personally, when I listen to this, I'm losing brain cells. I can't have that. I can't have that in big 2025 going into 2026. I need all of them that I can get. Okay? I don't want to lose my brain cells. I like my brain cells. Turn that off, please. Thank you. But we can't have music like that, bro. Y'all need to create better. Artists need to create better. If y'all can't create better, move to the side and let somebody else step in. Because y'all wasting time and space. This whole album is a waste of time and space. In my mind, I never wanted to hear this. I never wanted to hear this at all, but here we are. So I gotta talk. And then off of a terrible album, you want to start a movement. And then today, apparently, you're gonna walk back the movement talking about you trying to save the streets. Originally, it was F the streets, the same street that raised you. Huh. Somebody else trying to bite the hand that fed them. There's a running theme with these guys. I'm not going to lie. There's a running theme there. It's not a good look. Final thoughts on this, though. Honestly, this surprised me, but I'm not super surprised because, I mean, look who we're dealing with. Looking at Aubrey now. To do this, knowing that your lawyers is trying to appeal for something that y'all dealt with a couple months ago and lost, that's not a good look. This is information that can be stacked against you. And I know in the appeal, they're only looking at the same info. But if whatever judge sees a video like this, regardless if it's from EQ, Jay Nolan, HHSB, Big Zoe, Koala, any of them, if one of their videos just so happen to fall on the judge's lap, pause. Judge is gonna look at you like, so, look at you. What are you doing? You know what? Get out of my office. Like literally, that's all I'm seeing. That's all I'm hearing. I'm done with this. It's ridiculous. Can't stand this garbage. Get this video out my site. Get this video out my site, bro. What is going on? Okay, what time is it? Because I don't want to be here for too long. Okay, I can probably do like 2 more videos, but I don't want to be here for too long. It is Sunday night. It's Sunday night. I don't want to be here for too long. But read my soul. Now I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy freeze frame, but that's okay. I think I have Curtis King in here and I have Sean C. I think that's Sean C. Yeah, that's Sean C. But after that, that's it. I don't want to do too much. I got to at least upload one of these videos tonight. So at the end of the day, we still got some work to do. But I want to go ahead and record this one at least. It's a chamber. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say, bruh. Anyway, video 2. Let's go ahead and lock in. How's everyone's night, though? Everyone's night been good? Or afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Y'all night good? Everyone good? Everyone all right? Y'all had something to drink? Okay. Anyway, so, Read My Soul. It's the trap music. It's the trap music that we gotta get out of here. Apparently. Apparently, we've been oversaturated with a lot of trap music, which is the reason why everyone's tired and has that fatigue that they like to call rap fatigue. But we got the video in front of us. We're going to get all the information from it. Let's sit back, watch, see what's going to go on with it. But you know how I do this. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Trap music killed the party. Straight to the point. All right, cool. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop the comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. And let's go ahead and lock in, bro. Video 2. Let's go.
Unfortunately, I gotta be the one to say the quiet part out loud. People are not having rap fatigue. They are having trap fatigue. They are tired of trap music. And the party that had to die is the booty club. Yep. The booty club and the strip club. Southern rap culture.
Do we really need to take that away, though? Like, do we need to take... We can take one of them away, not both. Like, you know, maybe keep like a little one or two strip. Anyway, continue.
It's been dominant for far too long. And all of these complaints that you're seeing from the young thugs of the world that are saying,
I feel like rap is in like a weird like space right now.
Let me tell you something. I love this. This moment right here, I love this whole moment. Let me just make that clear. But I love this whole moment, not because of this dummy right here. Because of this intelligent person right here. Okay? News reporter number, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a 6, 7 around here. 8, 9, 10, 11. News reporter 11. Okay? This guy right here. Because he stood up and said, yeah, but at the same time, you're the rappers. You're the guys that are supposed to be creative. You're supposed to be the innovators. That's supposed to be leading. And as far as I see it, y'all copycatting each other, but trying to mask it as if you're leading. This dude right here looked him dead in the face at his big age and said that. I'm like, huh? Oh, would you look at that?
it's because people are tired of trap music. And to be honest with you, let's keep it real. NBA Youngboy is the freshest thing on the block right now. And people are gravitating towards him because even though he's huge and he's big, he's still niche. It still feels as though he's very much underground. He's just now starting to get some airplay and now starting to get mainstream eyeballs on him. But the truth of the matter is, for the majority of people, we are tired of trap music. Trap is dead and it is not evolved. It's the same old same. And the South right now is scrambling, trying to figure out what to do. Artists like Young Thug, 21 Savage, they're making all the excuses in the world because people are growing up and people want something different. Right now, people aren't really looking at the street culture as like the thing right now. That thing is kind of weird. Everybody's snitching. All the rules are different. People aren't really, gravitating towards that style of music because people want more. The most successful music this year has been creative music, right? If you're going to give us street music, it has to be creative. It has to be different.
Let me speak about that for a second because the word success through the industry's eyes today is flawed. Let me say that again. The word success through the eyes of the music industry today is flawed. Let me make that clear. Success to us, all the success comes down to is if the album sounds good. That's how we're going to judge if the album is successful or not. Any one of us, the dudes that are on the first floor sitting there trying to talk about numbers, don't listen to them unless they really know the numbers. If they're bringing up numbers in a conversation but don't even understand where that number is coming from or how they really get to that number, never listen to them because it's a great big waste of time. I promise you that right now. But when you look at the people in the industry now, you got to keep in mind who's running it and who's making this all work. Who's making this happen? How are all these moving parts working? You got to look at the people doing all that behind the industry. And if they hear the word successful, but the numbers are not there, then it's not successful. The numbers conversation was never for the consumer. It's for the industry. The industry started to use the numbers in conversations that are meant for the consumer, which is exactly why we're talking about the numbers today. We were never supposed to know about numbers, but here we are.
That's the reason why The Clips is one of the best albums this year. It was different. It was creative. It was exquisite. It was a high level. It's a high level. And so people's taste levels are rising. And the trap music just ain't cutting the mustard no more.
Man with a kitty cat, me out. Yeah, 9-figure money. Almost
Levels are
Run it back.
are rising. And the trap music just ain't cutting the mustard no more.
man with a kitty cat, me out. Yeah, 9-figure money. It's almost an endless stretch of ass bars. Come on.
Because the South has for years alienated.
Yo, shut up.
No more,
Man with a kitty cat, me out. Yeah, 9-figure money. It's almost an endless stretch of ass bars. Come on.
Because the South has for years alienated and
Shout out Sean
discredited
C,
and
bruh.
forgotten about the big crits of the world. There's no reason JID's album shouldn't have sold over 70,000, shouldn't have sold 80,000. He is one of the best rappers out today, but the South historically has not supported their rappers. It hasn't been since you could say maybe T.I. Some would say Lil Wayne's a rapper, but his content was always that kind of content. Money, drugs, violence, sex. That was always his MO. But really, like, if you really think about it, they've alienated the Saha the Princess. They've alienated the Big Crits, right? Big Crit just released an album and
Because it was a power play. It was a power play. Regardless of how you understand why they got them out of here, the overall point is they wanted to change the sound into something that would apply to a lot of entertaining things for young adults. That's all they're doing with the music. They're either entertaining the adults that already been listening to music like that. They're either entertaining the young adults that just got into listening to music like that, or they're entertaining the kids, preparing them to listen to music like that. So think about it. They're attacking on three different fronts. And I wouldn't say it's an attack, but I do see it as some sort of conditioning for sure, because you can't just like this and run with it. You got to build it up. And the way they build it up is that they brought in a plethora of different artists that have a similar sound, but the overall theme is that they want people to turn up. When they go to the club, they want them to turn up. That's why the clubs be flooded. That's why the strip clubs be flooded. All kind of like places that you can go to at night, a bar, anything. They wanted people to turn up. So the DJs will go play the songs, and whatever function people at, it's going to be lit. Bartenders going to make their money off of the tips because everybody turning up, drinking something aggressive, strong, and just catching a vibe, enjoying themselves, and getting up to all kind of nonsense. But that's the power play right there, right? So how you do that? Whatever deal these individuals are, you tell them, go, hey, take a break. Take a break. You deserve it. Relax. And while these dudes taking a break, they rolling in about 6-7 dudes that sound exactly the same. But we're going to use them and put them in different places to win and be successful so that we can change the minds of the individuals so that we can get them out of here. But we can push this and then continue to push this so that everybody going to eat and everybody going to make their money, right? Y'all see the play?
Nobody's really talking about it. It kind of fell on deaf ears. Big Crit always gonna give you quality. Digital Roses Never Die was dope. That was quality. One of my favorite albums in the year that it released. It's Better This Way. One of the best mixtapes out of the South in a very long time. Cause that's really where we're at. It's better this way. You don't really like what they play on the radio every single day. It's better this way. I bumped the hell out that song. And that's another thing. People gotta be honest. Who's been dominating the radio? Let's keep it real. Everybody for years have been saying the radio's dead. Nobody listens to the radio. But who dominates the radio?
You can't put music to turn up to on the radio, which is why they said the radio's dead. But the same people that said the radio is dead, a lot of them are broke. So y'all don't want to give y'all music to the radio. Okay, that's cool. But that leaves more space for people out there to get their songs on the radio. You can keep your song in the club. You can keep, wow, oh my God. Look at all the avenues that you can put their music, and look how their music makes no money. It makes no money unless it's in one place or in certain places. All the major places to put that kind of music, you can't put it here because of the bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, real talk. And yo, all I gotta say is it's not about anything to do with woke. It's more about strategizing for artists. As an artist, you are a marketing source. You are a marketing tool. Your music is the requirement. How are you going to market it? If you're going to use this to market your music, you're going to get a sudden surge in your career. But in the long term, talking longevity, you're not going to last. All the people that's been on radio, they're still here. Never forget that.
What sound dominates the radio?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Let's say the hard part out loud. Trap, Southern music dominates the radio. So if that's dead, what are you saying about trap, Southern music that has dominated the radio? Everybody's saying the clubs are dead. That clubs and partying is dead. Who dominates the clubs and who dominates the party? What kind of music is always, man, nobody playing that in the strip club? I saw this clip right here.
I've never been.
What's good, Darlene? How you doing? I think this is the first time I've seen you around here. Welcome to the Flex My Network.
In a party and they play some real New York like Rakim music. They gonna play Pop That Coochie before they play New York.
Yeah, I hope so.
They'll play Let Me Ride That Donkey before they play.
Yeah, I hope so.
New Yorkers gotta learn to make music for people to party, not that junk. Nobody wanna be thinking.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No, I'm glad you said that because that had pissed me off. That's how I feel about when I listen to Kendrick.
Get out of here. Get out of here!
No.
I just wanna turn up.
I'm telling you gotta
What are you
listen.
saying?
It's a message.
No, nobody.
Bitch, I don't want no fucking message in the song.
You are really dumb. For real.
When down south people started making good music, New York moved the goalpost. Well, y'all ain't saying nothing. The music wasn't meant to say nothing. Wop, baba, loo, bam, wop, bam, boom. Nobody, you supposed to just vibe.
And it really had me scratching my head because the party is dead. To equate and value your music on like if it's played at the party is kind of weird considering that the party is dead. Clubs don't even have dance floors anymore. And let's keep it real, the booty club culture killed it. Nobody's dancing. Everybody trying to just be there with their phones in their little sections, bottles and money. It's never
Josh, don't
about
kill me.
actually coming together and having a good time. Metro Boomin just released an album and it's finally catching on. Take me through that. It's finally catching on because people are starting to realize, yo, we need to have fun. All of this murder, death, kill music that's in the clubs that we listen to all day, getting you all hyped up, and then somebody getting a fight, and then the party over, and then they in the parking lot shooting it up. That's whack. Like, it's a different vibe, and so we really gotta be honest. Let's just be honest for a second. Let's be honest with the South. I didn't kick New York. We could all kick New York back in. New York. Outside of Cardi B, outside of Nicki Minaj, outside of Jay-Z, outside of the big main people, we have not been on top. I mean, one could argue Cardi B, Nicki's success is enough to say, yo, we still running shit, right? But you know, they gonna always kind of discredit the females in some type of way. But if we're gonna talk about New York, we're gonna talk about the West Coast being sensitive and them always thinking that the South is very much the same. You see clips like this all the time.
New Yorkers, y'all still think that's what it is? Y'all still think the South is slow? They gave you Frank Lucas. Y'all know how much I love Frank Lucas. Where is he from? He's from North Carolina. They gave y'all Bumpy Johnson. You know, we all know how much y'all love Bumpy Johnson. Where is he from? He was from South Carolina. And it's not because they country and they soft and they Bamas and
where the South still feels as though they need to get their respect, even though they've been on top for 20 plus years. But the truth is
Oh, you been in the bushes? My fault. Shoot. Well, welcome to the function. Welcome to the party. Go ahead, get yourself a chair, kick up, get a drink, and have some fun.
No, they really ain't been on the top. That music has only been dominating the mainstream. It has not really gotten to people. And if you really want to look at the numbers, the biggest selling artist is Drake, J. Cole, which if y'all want to claim him as the South, y'all can. I would say he's definitely more New York.
Stop the cap.
That's neither here nor there. He's still riding his bike around New York. You see him in New York all the time, but that's neither here nor there. We can give y'all that North Carolina. Shout out to my North Carolina folk, right? Kendrick, Drake, those are the biggest. Now you could throw Future in there, right? But Future...
That's why Future is king.
That's why he king, because he know how to make you do this.
Yeah.
Man, he ain't saying that. I know that's the beauty. That's the beauty. That's the
Cause I don't
beauty.
know what the hell was in.
It's how you say it. Music was invented
That
in
shit
the
went
South
hard.
anyway.
I don't like that was the last big thing from Future, and that's really like a Kendrick thing. The song before that, I Will Wait For You, that's more like a Drake Thames thing. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
All right, I'm gonna keep it tall with you. They can say what they want about Future, but if y'all heard that new Future leak track, whatever that song is called, Future, drop that next year immediately. I forget because I don't know how everybody else feel about Future. Me personally, I don't care what you were saying on that track, bro. Let me tell you something right now. You were rapping. I don't know if you were trying to bar up. Hey, if y'all heard that Future leak, I don't know if he's trying to bar up, but yo, I sat back and I said, that's gotta be what's his name? That's gotta be Designer. That's not Future. There's no way Future rapping like that. What?
With you. I'm not a Future fan. But outside of those four, the South ain't really selling like that. And those are the main four. So to say the South is dominated when what they have dominated, people have literally said, that's dead. The radio, dead. The booty clubs, dead. Clubbing, club culture, going out culture, dead, right? That's what the South dominate. Like, y'all know I'm an honorary Southerner. I love my Southern people. I love the South. But another big misconception about the South is that they all stick together. We're starting to see it right now as 21 Savage is calling this person out, as Thug and everybody low-key beefing, right? If we look at Memphis, we look at Young Dolph, we look at Mo 3.
Long live Dolph. Let me make that clear. Long live Dolph. Forever. I will never forget the time I first heard 100 Shots. Here, don't forget, I'm not from the US. I'm from Canada. Don't forget that. But I'll never forget the time I first heard 100 Shots. Whole song changed me.
Right? If you really look at it, the South ain't never really been as tight as everybody like to say. They always been beefing. Quavo, Offset, right? Like, if you really look at this, they've been beefing, right? They have their problems. And now that the cookie has crumbled, you're starting to see it on the front stream. Now you're starting to see it on front because their music ain't really hitting like that no more. People kind of looking the other way. And I'm going to keep saying it. NBA Youngboy got all your fans. You wonder where your fans is at. You better go to NBA Youngboy concert because that's where everybody at. If you really, really look at it, man, outside of Future, the South ain't really, you can't really, like 21 Thug, like who? Lil Baby? I'm sorry. If you ask me, the Baby was always the better out of Little Babies. If the Baby could have kept his mouth shut, he could have been surpassed all of them. Really, he could be right there next to Future because he was more creative with his music. I need me some, it was some bop in it, Suge. His videos were stupid creative, always had a dope visual. And now he's just like, I don't know, he doing like shock jock stuff. After a while, some of these rappers, they just start doing things for shock value. NELE chopper.
You in the lion's den, unhinged. This show the difference from boys to men.
Hey, who is this?
He doing mad shock value stuff.
Oh my God! The comparison is crazy.
NELE chopper.
You in the lion's den, unhinged. This show the difference from boys to men.
Hey, who is this?
He doing mad.
Yo, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Oh my God. Yo. Yo, that caught me all the way off guard. Let me tell you something. Yo, I'm locked in. And I'm sitting here and I'm listening, learning, and then he hit me with that. Yo, you can't do that. Yo, bro, you can't do that, man. Shit, that was so funny. Oh, my God, that was so funny.
It's shock value stuff that's just like, come on, dog. But that's what the Baby's doing right now. But Lil Baby was always a one-trick pony. He had his moments. I'm not going to act like he hasn't, but he was
Exotic by Lil Baby. That's all I got to say.
Wasn't saying nothing or doing anything special. And I think that's what the South is really like. It's finally come to a head. The cookies finally crumble where people are like, yo, what are y'all doing that's different? And I think a lot of hip hop is figuring that out right now. Like, dang, how we come in different. And now, yo, I guarantee you the South is going to see a resurgence of the spitters. You got rappers like Ruben Vincent, J.I.D. about to have gonna have some moments going on. But really, keep it real with you, the South is a reason why a lot of this hip hop shit is in the way it's in. As you seen trap music grow, we lost the Texas swag. When the last time you heard somebody do Chopped and Screwed? And when Memphis got popping, everybody started hearing a bunch of Memphis rappers. All those female rappers trying to do something like Glorilla now. As trap music has dominated, the Southern thing lost its swag. If you ask me, the reason why the South been on top because they got the most people. Outside of the main cultural hubs, the main population hubs of like a California or like a New York where it's a lot of population there, the South is very big. The South got to start finding an identity outside of trap music. We got to keep it real. The party that needed to die was the trap music. He understood that. And so he stood next to the Migos and he squeezed them up for all he could. Drake understood that a lot. So he got next to them, got close to them, and used them for what they could.
Yeah, Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati. Oh my God, I'll never forget that. I ain't gonna lie. When we got the Versace remix around here in Toronto, the greater Toronto area, nah, we ran with that. Listen, we ran with the Versace remix. Oh my God.
But that sound is dead. Lil Yachty was probably the smartest one because he switched. He started doing something completely different, right? When he did a more rock sounding album or whatever that was, everybody was championing it. I just can't listen to Lil Yachty. He's just not my cup of tea. He got a few verses that I think were really good. Mixtape, Broccoli, Lil Mama, would you like to be my sunshine? Like that joint was hard. Mixtape, he did really good on the mixtape song with Chance the Rapper. But other than that, there's not really, I don't really feel it for Lil Yachty. But even he had to switch his music up and find a different strategy. Offset releasing this album Kiari, which I thought was dope. It didn't really work and sell as well as it should have, even though there's some hits on there. There's some really big songs on there. I lost my brother and I gained an angel. Dope stuff. But as soon as that didn't really work, he went back to the trap and released a mixtape. He dissing Cardi B, he's dissing all this stuff. So the South has to really figure it out because it's a change. People tired of trap. All that rap fatigue talk that you hearing, that's all the subject matter of the South. That's what the South has been giving you for years. So right now, the South has to find a new identity. Artists like Young Thug, they got to scramble to find something new because what they used to do and what they've been doing is not working. Same thing with Lil Baby. Same thing with DaBaby. Same thing with 21 Savage. 21 Savage, his peak to me was I'm greater than I was. Dope album. Not even going to sit here and act like it wasn't. I love 21 for years. He did the album with Drake, got big, and I feel as though he been on a slump ever since. Just like this new song with Drake and 21. I don't want to hear about y'all sliding on fake ops, spinning the block, shooting the Glock, putting money on his head top. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. She gave me WAP in the drop, busting at the cops and the ops. Like, I don't want to hear that. And you really listen to the music, you hear the same stuff.
Nursery rhyme type shit. Y'all rapping like Dr. Seuss. Like this green eggs and ham. That's what it sounds like. The hell? I don't want to hear no green eggs and ham music. I want to hear bars. Listen. Who was I having this conversation with? I forgot who I was having this conversation with. But one thing I realized about the beef. The reason why the beef was because of the bars. And we can all agree the bars were all coming from one side. And it wasn't from here. Okay? But the bars made the beef. Think about it. From Euphoria, from when Kendrick dropped Euphoria, and that song was breathing for a little bit. Kids, you would see teachers on TikTok, Instagram, all sharing stories about how the kids are researching the bars that they hear from Euphoria, the bars that they hear from Like That, and then it's clicking in their head like, yo, the kids are getting the double entendres and the triple entendres. The kids, bruh. Bro, imagine if in school, say for example in English class, some curriculums out there, let's take a break. Let's take a break from the poetry course. Let's change the poetry course into the understanding of entendres course. Let's teach these kids about these double entendres and triple entendres. Let them write an essay about their favorite entendre that they heard. Let's make that happen in them schools. Forget poetry. Forget that. We can learn that another day, or keep poetry, then add the understandings of entendres and hip hop music. Let me tell you something. Them boys will be attentive in class. You hear me? Ain't nobody need to hear no Hamlet. Ain't nobody need to hear no Great Gatsby or or To Kill a Mockingbird or whatever. Ain't nobody need to hear that. Okay, we're good. We've been heard that. We don't need no more Shakespeare. Okay, this is 2025. Okay, we don't write with fancy pens with the feather. Okay, our pens, they come in all different sizes and shapes. We don't need no feather pencil or pen. All right, so let's take the Shakespeare-ish and throw it to the side. We don't need that. Let's add that into the schools, because I can guarantee you, them little boys in them classes, they gonna be listening. And then they go try and find an entendres in their favorite song, then realize your favorite rapper is kind of weak with the bars. Damn. Drake too. Man said he got his Cutwater.
Stuff over and over again. I'm still hearing the same "she gave me good brain college" or what. I'm still hearing these same bars, just with one word maybe replaced. They're the same stuff. And so people catching on, people hearing about that. People want something more uplifting. And I gotta look at those people and laugh at them, because that's what y'all been supporting. That's what y'all been rocking with for all these years. People that's saying, oh, they got rap fatigue. I literally just did 25 songs, and I could have did more. It's stuff to listen to out there. You just gotta change the station. You gotta find something else. The club stuff, all of that booty strip club music, 808 trap sound, that stuff is dead. So I got to be the one to come and say the hard part out loud. Rap fatigue is being caused by the Southern trap sounds dominant. It's time for a change. We want something different, and I don't think people are noticing it. I think they're going to be the last one to notice, because a lot of these dudes came into hip-hop as it is just a lick for them. Kendrick, we heard 21 Kendrick be rapping I can't believe the way he be putting stuff together be just so crazy. It's just a lick for those dudes. So that's where we're at today. I love the South. I'm not going to sit here and not. I really feel the South's biggest problem is that they do not support their spitters. They didn't support Little Brother like that. They only add these brothers into the conversation when it's time to really start talking about lyrics. But on the most, the way they feel about New York, nobody want to hear that New York stuff. Nobody want to hear no lyrics. Like that guy was saying in that clip that I showed earlier.
Well, y'all ain't saying nothing. The music wasn't meant to say nothing. Why Babaloo Bam, why Bam Boom? Nobody, you supposed to just vibe to.
That's how they feel about their own Southern spitters. And they only bring Saha up to just bring him up, but they don't support him. Saha was just on Twitter the other day talking about he only had one show. He only got booked for one show since he released since he released No Church on Sundays. One show. People don't care about Big Crit. They only mention him when it's convenient for them. They don't really rock with them like that. And they've always historically treating their artists like that. They only yell out Outkast because that validates their dominance. Like, yeah, but they don't listen to Outkast. The world listened to Outkast. The world took Outkast and said, this is our thing. Shout out to Big Boy. Shout out to Andre. They just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You ain't see the South really being, They only say that when it's time to be like, man, yeah, y'all keep doubting the South. No, we not doubting the South. Y'all been on top, right? And in their heart, they know it's not true. They still want the respect, and they still want the love from New York, and they've had it, but they see themselves. What I learned about the South is they see themselves as lesser. They see themselves as Bamas. I don't run into nobody from New York calling them Bama. So as I was editing this video, man, I figured, man, it was so much more meat left on the bone to have a conversation, because I listened to everything I was saying, and I didn't add the context of growing up in New York, how we love the South. And this whole conversation of New Yorkers don't like the South is false. I grew up I never had anybody tell me anything negative about the South, calling people Bamas and stuff like that. That was never the conversation. Now, when it comes to white America, Southern culture, yeah, New Yorkers is not rocking with the red states. It's not rocking with the trailer parks, the Confederate flags, and just the overall energy. 4 people just left my job within the last few months because somebody pulled a gun out them in a certain part of South Carolina we started delivering to. Somebody pulled a gun out on like 3 to 4 coworkers of mine, and they quit. And a couple of people told them, yo, what you doing around here? You ain't supposed to be here this late. That shit still exists. So that's what people don't like. When it comes to black Southern culture, New York love HBCUs. We love Freaknik. We love the Booty Club. We love the food, the catfish, the So I really feel as though there's a conversation to be had about how white Southern America is perceived by northern Americans or by northern black Americans, and how that gets mixed into with black Southern culture. But we love black Southern culture, bro. Wayno talks about this a lot, to where that shit just doesn't exist. Nobody calls people Bamas and stuff like that. So I feel as though there's a broader conversation to be had here about how the Civil War created this divide, and how the brothers that moved to New York, because you even got David Banner saying a lot of the dudes from New York, a lot of the people left to New York and forgot about the South.
There was a unsigned law between black folks. It was called the Black Exodus. So if you left the South, your responsibility was one of two things. You were supposed to go to the North, go to the West, go to the East, and find heaven and either bring us there or come back and teach us. The reason why hood motherfuckers don't like uppity smart motherfuckers is because they didn't do their job. They did the same thing white folks did. They went up north and then started looking down on black motherfuckers in the South. Well, nigga, that's where the fuck you from, and you didn't do your job. So since you didn't do your job, we created our own culture, and now our culture is hotter than you. Fuck that shit.
It's always been this division, but I feel as though it stems from...
Well, goddamn. I didn't know about that. You know what's crazy? Even in Toronto, not saying this is similar, but it makes me think about how when rap was first introduced to Canada in general, we already did the reaction video to this, but when rap was first introduced to Canada, all of Canada didn't accept it at all. They wanted to denounce it expeditiously. We have the reaction video. We did our history on that. And that's what we found out. Because of the Queen of England, we know how powerful she is, but because of that, when rap came there, a lot of Canadians thought that was just some raunchy, vulgar kind of nonsense that they didn't want to put on the airwaves. And it just made me think about that, because just hearing this.
And forgot about the South.
There was a unsigned law between black folks. It was called the Black Exodus. So if you left the South, your responsibility was one of two things. You were supposed to go to the North, go to the West, go to the East, and find heaven and either bring us there or come back and teach us. The reason why hood motherfuckers don't like uppity smart motherfuckers is because they didn't do their job. They did the same thing white folks did. They went up north and then started looking down on black motherfuckers in the South. Well, nigga, that's where the fuck you from, and you didn't do your...
So it just made me think about how rap was just so exiled to the point where they had to do it themselves. They had to build it themselves. They had to follow the formula. They had to get it right. Because if they never got it right, it was never going to work out for them. And to be honest, even if they were successful, they needed to find a different kind of success that is of the level of Americans, but they had to make it their own, and it was literally impossible. Some dudes would pop. There would be some individuals that definitely popped, but it wasn't enough to make them hold their own career for years. And then at that point, that's when things started to change. Yo, Quickie, don't kill me. But it just makes me think about the building process, basically. Not the whole, they had to go to the West, the North, the East. The people in the South, how they had to build their own. Like, I just thought about that, about Canada, and how Canada had to build their own. Problem is, they did it right in the beginning, but because nobody really cared for it, that's why it shifted over to something else. And the music that we have today from the street dudes is not it. So when we look at Canadian music and how a lot of people just don't be knowing, or they wouldn't care too much, is because it's actually something historic. It's historic because not even Canada wanted to push the music. And Canada's still kind of iffy pushing the music. Because they're picking and choosing what they want to show. They're not going to show everything.
your job. So since you didn't do your job, we created our own culture, and now our culture is hotter than you. Fuck that shit.
It's always been this division, but I feel as though it stems from the same division that the diaspora was experiencing now, right? How Africans is beefing with black people, but you never see it in reality. You just only see it online with these accounts that are not even from America. I feel as though that's the same kind of divide, and that's why the South versus North thing happens a lot, because it can go back to the Civil War. But I feel as though there's a lot more conversation to be had here, right? Like I was even thinking about Earth Gang and how Earth Gang is just as dope as Outkast, right? And I feel as though Big Crit is just as dope as Andre 3000, but
ain't nobody gonna know about Earth Gang, bro. Shout out, I ain't gonna lie, shout out Dreamville, bro. Shout out Dreamville, because when I first heard Earth Gang was from the Dreamville, one of the Dreamville tapes. I forgot which one, but from there I'm like, oh nah, Earth Gang is different. But when you watch their music videos, the influence of Outkast is clear. It's clear, like it's like night, like it's like daytime skies, blue skies, that kind of clear. So when he said Earth Gang, I resonate. I'm right there with you. So
just as dope as Outkast, right? And I feel as though Big Crit is just as dope as Andre 3000, but something has been lost throughout these years to where a Earth Gang and a Big Crit fades away and gets less and less more attention. Like it even went from like Ludacris, Young Jeezy, T.I., Gucci at a very high level, and it just dwindled down to just like bop-a-loop, bop, boop, bop, bop. And that's what happened to the South. That's what they think. You ain't supposed to say nothing. You're supposed to dance. You're supposed to party. And I get a lot of that from the South, but nobody wants to have this honest conversation. So, you know, but when it comes to trap music, one could go down and deep dive and be like, the government, COINTELPRO, my brother, the government and these corporations want to destroy us, so they gave us the worst of the South and not the best of the South.
I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
Message. But also, you really got to think about what the people actually choose, because there maybe there's a conversation about that. I don't know for sure, you know what I'm saying, but maybe there's a conversation about that. But the people of the South, I've talked to them, I've been around them, they actually like this. They like the boo bop, boo bop, boo bop, bop, boo. They like that more so than they like the Big Crits, the Sahas, the Earth Gang. Like Earth Gang, Ghetto Gods, bro, that's an amazing. Go listen to Earth Gang, Ghetto Gods. I think it came out 2022, but people overlooked it. People been overlooking Earth Gang for a little minute. There's more meat to be left on the bone. I just want y'all to have the conversation in the comment section. Like I say way back in the day, I stopped saying it, but I need to say it with this one. I'm not here to be right. I'm just here to be me. And most importantly, I'm just trying to be honest. But the conversation continues with you in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about what I'm talking about. Are y'all feeling the trap fatigue? I don't think it's rap fatigue. I personally think it's trap fatigue. But comment, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release these videos. Help me defeat these algorithms. Donate to this Cash App if you want to help the channel. It is the holiday season. Anything is appreciated to help further the mission over here. Join to be a member. Link is in the description. I have a video about the time I went to a Diddy party, members only. So go ahead, join to be a member so you get exclusive access to that video and a bunch of other perks. Read my soul out. Peace.
You did what? You went to a Diddy party, bro? Oh nah, you got touched. I'm kidding, but damn. Diddy party. Yo, y'all got funds to get that? Y'all got funds to get that membership? Jesus. I would say more drill than trap. Drill is different. It's the trap. Drill never went anywhere. Drill was a moment. Drill was something viral. That's all it was, a viral moment that lasted for years. And you can consider that its own era. That's drill right there. But it's from drill and trap, what trap did going all over North America, what drill did going all over North America. It's night and day, if I'm going to be real, Josh. It's night and day. Drill, it didn't do anything. Cause even though people copy the music, it just didn't do anything. It's like it stayed music. Like with trap, you're getting a whole culture in a sense. You're getting the southern culture in a sense with trap music. if that makes sense, you know. So drill is just drill. That's it. That's all it is, to be honest. It's nothing special. So is what it is. But this was a damn good video. I can say that for sure. This was a damn good video. Damn, I didn't know it was gonna get historical though. Jesus. But yo, that's another dude. You got to shout out, David Banner. Y'all know, if y'all been rocking me for a minute, David Banner is one of my favorites. That man's mind is just, it's incredible. That's an incredible mind that you sit down and listen to. Every time he's on an interview, panel, whatever, you're in for a treat. Because the way he speak, the way he be talking about things, the topics that he bring up, it just hit different. It hit different. I can't help but sit back and respect it, you know? So, shoot, this is what it is. But this right here, this is something I needed to hear, if I'm going to be super honest. I needed to hear this. There's a lot of points that I can take out to have my own conversation with. So, you know, we got our little loot bag. We got the goodies that we need from the video, so we can go ahead and go be great, you know. But final thoughts for this is, I just keep looking ahead to the future. Trap music, that's gonna be a tough thing to get out of here, because that's ingrained. The same way how Drake is ingrained in Canada, trap music is ingrained in the South. That's not something you can just cut down. Okay, that's not a tree that you can chop down. Like, you gotta unroot it. You gotta dig up the roots. And is that something they really want to do? Or is there something else in play that's gonna change everything? That's the real question, you know? But this right here was a phenomenal video. Shout out Read My Soul, man. This was good. This was good for sure. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. We've been out. Damn, it's already been like an hour. Jesus, okay. Crooked letter. I hump back. Oh, Lord. So at this point, this is where I'm going to end the live. We're literally almost at an hour and 30 minutes. An hour and 30 minutes was my maximum time for tonight. I did not want to go past that. We're at an hour and 23 minutes right now. I want to go ahead and end off the live. Shout out to the Flex Mob. Shout out to the Shadow Mob. Thank you for stopping by on this Sunday evening. I appreciate you. Or Sunday or Monday morning, afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for pulling up. If you want to join the Discord, we got a Discord channel. Don't be shy. Come pull up. Come have a talk with us. We have nothing but wonderful conversations in there. All right? So if you want the Discord link, shoot, let me go ahead and just share that with y'all real quick, you know? Where that, though? Ah, here it is. Yeah, if y'all want to tap in with a Discord, shoot, there you go. Come mess with us. Pull up on us. Don't be shy. Join the Discord. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. We're going to take care of you. This little family that we got over here, we're going to take care of you. All right? So let me make that clear right now. But this right here, we had 2 great videos. Quick live, good vibes, good energy. Had a laugh, had a little drink. Hey, we did what we needed to do with this one, all right? So at this point, this is where I'm going to go. So I'm going to be on tomorrow, probably around 4:30 p.m. or 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'm trying to get back to my regular time, but I got to fix the sleep schedule for me to get to that. But we'll see how that goes. But that's the time that I'm aiming for tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. But either way, let's head out. Take care. Enjoy yourselves. Make sure y'all pop in on another live. Tell them I said hi. And I'm going to pull up anyway. You already know who live I'm talking about. All right, Miss Nunu. I know she live right now. I know she cooking something. All right. Chef Boy R. Nunu. Okay. Anyway, let me get out of here, bro. Listen. Flex Mob, Shadow Mob. Appreciate y'all for sure. Hey, 2026 is going to be fruitful, man. We keeping our head up high on 2026. You hear me? New channel. Okay, we're going to have another channel, but it's going to be comedy strictly. So I'm going to be doing reels on that channel. I want to see what I can do with that. It's a little experiment that I had in my mind to see if it could work. If it works, we're going to keep the ball moving on that one. So Sky's the limit on that side of YouTube for us. The new channel, the comedic channel. You know, so shoot. Tap in with Flex Mob TV. Search up Flex Mob TV. You're going to find me. You know, don't worry. But yeah, I'm going to start putting out some reels on that channel heavy, or shorts, sorry, on that channel super heavy. So sky's the limit. But for now, y'all know the spiel. Take care, be well, be safe, stay true, be you, live long and long live. Peace. Take care, have a great night. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Watch out for your family. And just be an outstanding individual, all right? Later.